Up next, High Octane Motorsport features international rally action.
Mitsubishi Motor Corporation and Team Rally Art recently launched their team to contest the 2003 Telefonica Dakar Rally, where they are aiming for their 8th victory and 3rd consecutive win in the world's most famous long-distance event, which takes place from the 1st to the 19th of January. Mitsubishi will have 4 cars in the rally, 2 Pajero Montero Evolutions and 2 standard Pajero Monteros. Team Mitsubishi Rally Art demolished the opposition in the recent UAE Desert Challenge, the 9th and final round of the FIA Cross Country Rally World Cup, with the same entries. Dakar veteran Hiroshi Matsuoka with co-driver Andreas Schultz were joined in the 2nd evolution by 6-time Dakar motorcycle winners Stefan Peterhansel and Jean-Paul Cottret. Matsuoka won the Paris-Dakar this year and finished 2nd in 2001, while Peterhansel finished 2nd overall in the 2000 event and 1st in class last year. He won overall in the 2-wheel category 3 years in a row between 1991 and 1993, as well as in 95, 97 and 98. Peterhansel led from the start in the UAE event, which finished in Dubai on the 2nd of November in the Pajero Montero Evolution's world debut, after the vehicle, which was specifically designed for the Dakar, was unveiled at this year's Paris Motor Show. He had built up a huge lead over the opposition that included the likes of Nissan and BMW. Matsuoka and Peterhansel were joined in the UAE by 1998 Dakar winner Jean-Pierre Fontenay and Gilles Picard, and 2 times World Rally champion Mickey Biasion from Italy and his countryman Tiziano Siviero in 2 standard Pajero Monteros. Peterhansel continued to build his lead and was followed by teammates Fontenay and Biasion, with all 3 vehicles running without the slightest hitch. Meanwhile, Matsuoka was pushing hard to make up for lost time. Peterhansel into a control point, well in the lead, while the Desert was claiming its victims throughout the field. While things were running smoothly for Peterhansel and Cottret, the same could not be said for Matsuoka and Schultz, as they had lost a massive amount of time early in the Desert Challenge, following a roll, a flat tire and problems with an overheating rear differential. With Peterhansel and Cottret not stretching their support crew's abilities, those who had to look after the Japanese-German combination had plenty of work to do in between the stages. Matsuoka and Schultz had the luxury of starting first on the road for the final 504-kilometer-long section, and with all their problems solved, they set the fastest time overall for the 2nd successive day. Peterhansel and Cottret could concentrate on bringing their Pajero Montero Evolution home, leading the field by more than 40 minutes. With Matsuoka clearing off into the distance, attention became focused on the battle for 2nd overall between Mitsubishi teammates Jean-Pierre Fontenay and Mickey Biasion, as only 68 seconds had separated them at the start of the final day. Unfortunately for the former World Rally champion, Biasion lost time in soft sand and had to settle for 3rd overall. Matsuoka was reveling in the conditions and with a car that seemed to be floating across the desert sand. No one was going to catch the flying Stefan Peterhansel. The event was a triumph for Team Mitsubishi Rally Art, with an overall win on debut for the Pajero Montero Evolution of Peter Hansel and Cottret by a massive 42 minutes over Fontenay and Picard and Biasion and Siviero. The 2003 Dakar Pajero Montero Evolution has been developed for the super production class in the event and combines state-of-the-art technology for the car with over 20 years of experience gained by Mitsubishi in the Paris-Dakar event. The tubular frame of the vehicle is high in rigidity but extremely light. The frontal area of the bodywork has been reduced for better aerodynamics, while the engine is mounted lower and further back to give it a lower center of gravity and better balance. The specially developed tire inflating and deflating system, operated from the inside of the cockpit and on the run, which was used in the previous event, will be used in all four of the vehicles. The 6-speed sequential transmission will be a first for Dakar cars, while newly developed shock absorbers fitted to the all-independent suspension should make for excellent dynamic performance. And to ensure that not the finest of detail is missed, a full-sized clay model was built. The roll cage, specially designed for the vehicle, has to protect the crew in the event of an accident and is one of the most important safety features of the Dakar Pajero Montero Evolution. It forms an integral part of the frame. What was initially a collection of steel pipes and plates began to take on the form of a competition vehicle as the engine and transmission are fitted. The engine is the proven Type 6G74 3.5-litre 24-valve V6 with variable valve timing, as well as modifications to the intake and exhaust ports, which gives a marked increase in torque for most of the rev range. The new Mitsubishi Pajero Montero underwent its first shakedown tests in France. To success is continuity, and with the same team who did so well in the UAE Desert Challenge, taking on the competition in next year's Dakar, which finishes in Egypt, the mood was upbeat as the new Evolution turned a wheel for the first time. From France, the team went to Morocco for some vital testing in desert conditions. The 2003 Dakar Rally will be the 25th anniversary of the event, starting on New Year's Eve in Marseille in the south of France. It then proceeds through Spain, Tunisia and Libya before finishing on the Sinai Peninsula in Egypt on the 19th of January. With more than 10,000 kilometers of some of the roughest terrain in the world to cover, every bit of testing is necessary for a team who want to win. And with a strong reputation on the Dakar, Team Mitsubishi Rally Art will be aiming for nothing less. The Pajero Montero Evolution looks like the kind of vehicle that can bring home the silverware.